Hi ladies and gents, before we move on into the videos, I want you to first of all grab yourself a broker, and I suggest using Hot4X. Hot4X is a new company and they've been out for quite a while now, and they're pretty good. I must say the execution rates on these trades are extremely fast. There's very little slippage. For those of us that don't know what slippage is, it's basically how long it takes for your trade to actually get executed based on the volatility of the market. But there are ways around that by using your deviation little button when you open up your trades, but we'll get into that a little bit later on in the videos. So what I would like you to do is go ahead and first of all open up a live account, okay, because you can come back to this later. And in fact, you might actually, it really depends on you really, you might actually find that this will be better for you, because to be in the top 5% of the traders out there, it's not necessarily about how many good trades that you have. It's also about getting used to the emotional control and emotional setbacks that you will experience when you do trading. Now, unfortunately, us as human beings, we are scared of losing money. Okay, so you have to really get that mindset out of your mind and put a new mindset into your mind and become confident. Alright, if you become scared or whatever because you or unconfident or anything, you get like that because it's like the fear of the unknown. Okay, so you hesitate, and then when the market goes against you, you close your trade out, and then you walk away and you come back, and then the trade went back in your initial direction again. That's because if you have that feeling, it's because you're not feeling confident. All right, or that is because you've got some emotional baggage there, excuse the phrase, that it prevents you from really reaching your optimal level. Now, I've been there as well. All right, so it's not new to any. It's not something that a few of us don't experience. It's a lot of us, actually, probably even the experienced traders. I mean, sometimes when I trade too many lots, I kind of get nervous. All right, because sometimes I like to trade high risk, and when I'm talking high risk, I'm something just silly, but I won't even mention it. All right, but sometimes you have to come back down from cloud nine and trade properly and let time be the judge of how well you do. Okay, because I put in like $20,000 into an account, and I turned it into $224,000 in 3 weeks. Then I lost it a week later. Alright, I didn't have a losing trade during those whole 3 weeks, and then the week later I trade too much high risk. I was just going nuts. If I had traders standing beside me, they probably would have slapped me in the side of the face, and laughed at me, for being an idiot. But that took quite a long time to sink into my mind, because I had this mindset where I was like, oh well, this is easy. Good trade after good trade after good trade, seeing my balance double, quadruple, or even or whatever in one trade, or 2 trades, or 3 trades. And yes, it is very possible. All right. So you gotta try and really be patient with this and treat it as an investment. One of the downfalls with traders is is that they get too overconfident from time to time, and that's where what happened to me. So take it slowly. I'm going to be showing you in webinars. If you're a part of the webinar service, I'm going to be using my live account. Alright, and I'm only going to be using a small account. Okay, I'm going to be using one of these accounts for demonstration purposes. Okay, I also have one of these as well. Alright, but I'm not going to let you I'm not going to show that account. Alright, but this one I actually put a little bit of money in, about $550. Okay, and it's now, well, I've taken out the $550 the other week, and today is the 18th of March 2011, so I got paid that, and now I'm sitting with about $1,300 in the account at the moment. Alright, so I've more than tripled my balance, and this happened over a period of a month, and I've done quite a lot of trades. I think it was about 30-40 trades in this particular account already so far. Now, I use this micro account not specifically for the purpose of actually doing a webinar and showing people how to trade live, but I did it to actually test Forex robots out. Okay, so it's, I find that you get a better environment kind of simulation when you have live money going on. Okay, because the slippage might be less on demo accounts, or it might not even exist on demo accounts. It varies from broker to broker. Now, I like this broker a lot because out of all the brokers that I've tried, a lot of them sniff out your stop losses. This one doesn't. Okay, and I find the staff extremely helpful. Okay, now also you can probably see something that really sticks out like a sore thumb right now: 30% bonus on all deposits. Now, you're probably wondering how they can manage to afford that. Okay, well, consensus is approximately 27% of the traders out there actually won. Yeah, crazy, right? 30%, almost 30%. So 27, I think it's 27.1% of traders out there in 2010 won money. So what happened to the other 72.9%? Well, they lost. Alright. Now, why did they lose? Well, we could go on all day why they lost. Alright, so don't be taken back too much by this big figure here. They can afford this percentage by taking in the numbers from how many people actually lose. Alright. And unfortunately, a lot of people trade the wrong way. Alright. And the micro account can allow you to trade up to a minimum of 10 cents per pip, and you can go in at $5 minimum deposit. Alright, so I would recommend that you try maybe a micro account and maybe put, say, $200, $300 in it, and trade only 0.01 lot. Not 0.1 lot, not 1.00 lot, but 0.01 lot. Now, trust me on this, okay? Especially if you are new, especially if you haven't tried the Forex before. Now, if you've tried the Forex before and you wasn't successful, but you want to take another stab at it, I would also recommend the same thing. Now, if you've been trading before, but maybe not long, say maybe for like 3 months, maybe 6 months, or maybe even up towards a year, and you're doing reasonably well, you've taken some money out, or you haven't taken some money out, but you're still going up and down, but you still understand a lot of the basics. Alright, maybe even a little bit more intermediate, maybe sort of advanced stuff, but maybe not fully, if you know what I mean. Alright, and then go for something like this. Go for a standard account. Now, if you're a seasoned trader like me that wants to step up and brush up on their skills, or if you're a stock trader or anything like that, commodities or what have you, futures, then you will probably do extremely well on a standard account or even a volume account. Okay, so a minimum opening deposit on a volume account is 50 grand. The maximum lot size you can do is 50 lots, which is $500 per pip. You can only trade at a leverage of 100 to 1. Now, by default, the micro account is 200 to 1, and I would recommend leaving it at that. Or you could up it a little bit more to maybe 300 to 1, but I probably won't go no more than that. Okay, because you can let your mindset take control when you start getting greedy, when it comes to making loads and loads of wins and you're getting your confidence has gone through the roof. Alright, but I would prefer that you did something like a micro account, so if you did make a loss, you can experience that loss and get used to actually losing money. And then when you feel calm and relaxed when you open trades and when you close trades, that you're not really worrying about it, that you've got this like 99 to 100% confidence in you, alright, then go ahead and open up a standard account. And then, from there, go from 0.01 lot to 0.1 lot, okay, which is $1 per pip. Okay, and the maximum lot size you can trade is 20, which is $200 per pip, but I don't recommend going that high. Alright, and when you double your balance, take your deposit out. Trust me, take your deposit out. This will boost your confidence like nobody's business. There is nothing better than winning with the broker. Alright, there is nothing better. You just be elated that you've got all this stress, the pressure on your shoulders just goes away, gone, right? Because you'll have this, but when you don't want to be too relaxed, but you will feel relaxed when you're doing your trading from that point onwards. If you're using a volume account, what I would recommend with this one is that I would take out maybe for every $5,000 that you make, withdraw it. Okay, for every $5,000 that you make, withdraw it. Do that 10 times and the pressure gets less and less and less. Okay, now to make $5,000 off a volume account working at 50 cents, sorry, that's $5 per pip there. Okay, then I would say it'd be quite possible to make around about $2,000 to $5,000 per month or more, but I'm not guaranteeing it because everyone's results are different. Alright, so just because I do well, I don't do well all the time, I do make losses, but I do walk away, I win a majority of the time. Okay, so you gotta sort of really calm yourself and not to try and go too overboard when you're sort of doing your trading. Okay, now as I say, for every deposit you get 30%. Okay, now this is actually this link up here is actually a referral link. Okay, so I do get a commission. I don't get a commission on any of your deposits. I only get a commission when you actually make a trade. Okay, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be donating any funds that come from this link, which has a tracking code on the end of it. Once you click on enter, it'll have a tracking code, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to donate some money to the Japanese earthquake tsunami fund. Oh, those poor people. I'm watching it right now, and there's this big boat going underneath a bridge. It's really bad. Anyway, so I really want to help these guys out. I've also got a very good friend whose name is Ken Soretti. He is the CEO and founder of Hearts and Hands International and WalterIsLife.com. Okay, and hopefully one time I'm going to be going over to Africa to help them out, to build more water wells and water straws and what have you, and to bring more aid and to help them build houses and stuff like that, and tuition and some hospitals and stuff like that. Okay, so if you help me by going open up a live account, funding your account, and don't go crazy opening loads and loads of trades just to aid me. I don't want that to happen. Alright, I want you to only open trades when you should really open trades. Now, one thing as well I'd like to say before we move on is that if you're part of the VIP support package, what I will do is that I will let you contact me and say, hey Loz, I'm using this particular time frame, I'm using this particular strategy, and I'm using this particular currency pair. What do you reckon on this setup? Can you give me any advice? I can't really turn around and say to you, right, well you go this, you go that, but I could say if your analysis is correct or whether it's wrong, or whether it needs expanding on. Okay, because I'm not certified to actually give you trading signals. Okay, I can't do that, it's against the law. Alright, so I can only give you advice on saying yes or no, or based on what you say to me. Alright, and I'm just giving you a confirmation, but I can't guarantee whether that trade is going to go in profit or whether it's going to be in negative. Alright, so I would like, so for any kind of advice that I give you, I don't take no responsibility for any wins, for any money that you make, and I don't take no grace, and I don't take no responsibility in you actually losing money either. Okay, so I hope you understand where I'm coming from. So yeah, so there's 3 good charities there that would really benefit from you joining underneath my link here. Okay, and yeah, so go ahead, open up a live account, and then after you've done that, go ahead and open up a demo account. When you've opened up a live account, what you need to do is that you need to submit your passport, a driver's license if you have one, a utility bill like a phone bill or electric bill or a gas bill, or anything like that, and driver's license if you have one. I think I mentioned that. Or any other kind of photo ID, and you also need to take a copy of the front of your debit card. And when you use your address, it needs to be the address that's actually registered to your credit card or debit card. Okay. Otherwise, it just won't go through. And the withdrawal process is extremely fast. Okay, it's anywhere between 3 and 7 days. Normally, it can be done a lot quicker than that, depending on how busy they are. All right, but generally, you will get it. I would say on average about within 4 business days. Okay, so if you submit it on a Friday, you most likely will get it on a Wednesday or a Thursday. So check your bank then. All right, and then once you've done that, go ahead and fund your account. Start off with a micro if you feel that you need to have a micro. Go with a standard if you feel you need to go on a standard, and go with a volume if you feel you want to go on a volume. You can also go on a CurrentX as well, I think. But you've got this little button down the bottom here, open account. This one's got a little button down here, so you can just go ahead and choose that as well. Alright, so here we have commission. This is a commissioned account. What this means is that for every one whole lot, 1.0 lots, you are charged $5. So you might not want to go there. Alright, but the only reason here is that they've given you this option is that you've got a lower spread, which is always nice. And the lowest spread here is 0.8, and it's the same for that one as well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I will leave you with that video, and I will see you very soon in the next view. Bye for now. See you soon.